I'm looking for a sweatshirt this evening because it's a bit nippy tonight. So as I'm putting my clothing on, I'm noticing young black youth, predominantly boys, ages probably 11 to 13, based on physical size and a proximity in clothing and fashion and style, literally pushing a little girl, picking her up and dragging her to the ground, and then hitting her on the head. But then they didn't stop there. They continued bullying and pestering, picking up her cell phone, and harming in abuse. I see this almost every single day, even in restaurants, where a bigger brother is hitting a little sister. And these are black children. What I'm amazed at every time I see this stuff, or some black mama screaming at a 3-year-old in expletives, the F word and whatnot, is how foolish they look in America today. Now, if I say these things, am I in trouble? No, I'm making observations as a reporter. I literally had to yell at that child to stop his abuse of that little girl. It was 4 boys against a little girl with long hair and pretty braids. We don't need to teach boys that that's acceptable play, and they didn't stop their abuse. But then that little black child with his little cute hairdo from an obviously affluent and educated family turned around and started to mouth off to me as if he was a man and had the right to insult me. American whites walked and marched for a long time to help set the slaves free, and blacks were not the only slaves in America. Do we have to keep reminding those communities of that? Entitlement thinking of I don't have to listen to you because you're not black is not acceptable behavior today. America values diversity, as so the White House might say. We have a fucking vice president that is black and African and what else? Indian. And they need to learn that we have risen up. Those who are oppressed are going higher and higher. But their children have not earned a thing. And we don't need little boys thinking it's okay to pick some girl up without consent and throw her to the ground. I don't like witnessing that on any private or public property in the middle of the evening. Where are those parents? In my community, we used to have those announcements from the great news stations that said, "Parents, do you know where your children are?" And then on the weekends, we'd have them make the reverse, which was sort of comedic and valuable. "Children, do you know where your parents are?" Because parents go out to go places on the weekend. We need to know that children are being represented correctly in America.